Sophie Cunningham's t-shirt became a marketing phenomenon. Sophie Cunningham currently plays for the Indiana Fever and has now become one of the most recognizable WNBA players. And for Barbie night, she pulled up wearing a shirt that said "Hot Girls Eat Arby's," and the internet lost it.
We shall never know peace, at least when it comes to the WNBA space.
Sophie Cunningham slipped on an Arby's tee and accidentally broke the internet. One thirst trap TikTok, one slogan, and boom, she turned a roast beef brand into the hottest thing in women's basketball. 800,000 shirts gone like fries in a drive-thru, and just like that, fast food merch is selling faster than WNBA jerseys. Meanwhile, somewhere off camera, Angel Reese is side-eyeing her phone like, wait, people are buying that instead of mine?
Sophie Cunningham has broken the internet in multiple ways over the last day. All right, the other day before the Chicago Sky game, this Barbie, and let's be real, let's be honest. If you were going to cast somebody as Barbie, there's a good chance you'd take a long, hard look at Sophie Cunningham.
It all started with Sophie Cunningham casually rating Arby's roast beef sliders a solid 9 out of 10 in a TikTok. No big lights, no branding deal, just a girl, her lunch, and a vibe. That one line somehow sparked more buzz than most WNBA promo campaigns combined. Suddenly, beef wasn't just on her plate, it was in the headlines.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and give Arby's a solid 9 out of 10.
Right when Sophie's Arby's moment was bubbling, she dropped another TikTok this time, mocking the refs with a savage audio. Stupid? Or is it slow? The WNBA fined her $500 for it, and Sophie, she laughed it off like loose change. No apology, no backpedal, just bold, brat energy, and the internet ate it up. But instead of backing down, she came off even more bold.
Stupid. Or is it slow? Maybe it's useless.
Then Sophie doubled down. She walked into Barbie night wearing a plain white tee that read, "Hot Girls Eat Arby's." No hashtags, no sponsor tag, just pure chaos energy. It didn't just steal the spotlight, it became the spotlight. Sophie turned a fast food slogan into a cultural moment. It wasn't just bold, it was branding genius in disguise.
Anyway, she is now on the Arby's payroll, is what is happening. And maybe Arby's is going to snap back to relevance now. Here she is in the new shirt that we saw her in this weekend. Hot Girls Eat Arby's. And apparently sizes small and large have already sold out on the Arby's web. This is a big day for Arby's.
You call in a parking lot in Tucson, like,
Somehow, the WNBA turned into less of a league and more of a live feed circus. It's not about who drops 30 points, it's about who drops the most viral moment. Stats don't trend, but side eyes and slogans do. The game still happens, sure, but lately, it feels like the real scoreboard is on social media, not the hardwood.
I mean, that is the shrewdest marketing decision any fast food company has made in a very long time, looking right at you, McDonald's. Is there a chance she's going to end up being the second most popular player in the entire WNBA?
Amid all the off-court noise and headline-chasing moments, Sophie Cunningham lit up the internet not with a crossover, but with an Arby's t-shirt and zero PR filter. No strategy, no dance routine, just sliders, confidence, and unfiltered charm. In a league craving something real, she served Arby's and authenticity, and it hit harder than any buzzer beater all season.
Over here, Sophie Cunningham has partnered with Arby's. 801,000 views on these two pics. That one and this one. I mean, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna call it. There's gonna be some Sydney Sweeney backlash towards this.
It's like someone cracked a window in a room full of over-filtered branding and let in a breeze of blunt honesty. Sophie Cunningham didn't roll out a brand strategy, she just showed up, ate Arby's, and kept it real. No filters, no media coaching, no relatable content meetings, just an athlete acting like one, and maybe that's exactly what the fans were starving for.
Angel Reese, perfect 54! Let's get it! Bang! Lack of awareness combined with a lack of ability to jump. Not great! Bang!
Me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow.
Yeah! Again! Do it for me. Me bound!
WNBA players like Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston aren't just good, they're generational. They step on the court and shift the temperature without saying a word. They don't need to chase trends, they are the trend. But instead of building legends, the league keeps chasing likes. While Clark is dropping dimes and Boston's bulldozing the paint, the spotlight's stuck on side quests. Catchphrases, brand-approved drama, and TikTok clout that burns out by next Tuesday. It's wild. The WNBA has gold in its hands and keeps trading it for glitter. They've got players who play like champions, and they're still busy marketing them like influencers.
Got into it. It wasn't just a little shove. They were actually going at it, which got Sophie Cunningham fined. Now, apparently for the hard foul, she got fined $400 and then an undisclosed financial penalty for her role in the shoving match after that. And Sophie has taken her TikTok from under 300,000 followers to over 1.4 million after this, which some people are saying that this actually made her $1 million because brands that are going to work with her now because of all the eyeballs she has on her account is going to be endless compared to the little fine that she paid for doing all this.
It's one of those things where it's like, unfortunately, like attention is currency.
Back in the day, a player's worth was measured in points scored and assists dished. Simple, clean, transactional, but points and assists, that's old currency. Now it's all about who's got the flashiest tunnel fit, the sharpest clapback, and which manicure hits hardest under LED lights. Somewhere along the way, the basketball got quieter and the noise got louder. The grinders, the gym rats, the ones letting their game do the talking, they're getting buried under filters, drama, and drip check segments. The real hoopers are still here. It's just harder to hear them over the algorithm.
Oh, the power of Caitlin Clark continues. Sophie Cunningham's jersey sold out after that rumble that happened the other night with the Connecticut Sun. Now, not only that, Sophie Cunningham's, because everybody perceived it as she was coming to Caitlin Clark's aid, has now decided to purchase her jerseys in supporting her, which is fantastic. That's the only way the WNBA is really going to gain traction and be able to get those better contracts. Now, Sophie's going to get a piece of that pie.
The moment Sophie showed up with nothing but real energy and actual game, you could almost feel the tension. Suddenly, the players who've built their image on attitude without the stats to match looked shaky. She didn't need a script, a storyline, or a drama arc, just sliders and straight-up honesty. And the fans? They didn't hesitate. They gravitated to her like magnets because nothing exposes fake faster than someone winning without trying to be anything but themselves.
And Caitlin Clark has an enforcer. She's the Marty McSorley to the Wayne Gretzky, and she's a stunning athlete. I flew to Las Vegas and watched him in action against the Aces, and I would love to have Sophie Cunningham in WOW because she takes down the competition. She makes sure that Caitlin Clark is safe on the basketball floor. We would love to have Sophie in WOW. That is wild.
Sophie Cunningham is every PR team's worst nightmare. A fan favorite without the filter, the fluff, or the formula. Her rise wasn't crafted in a boardroom or backed by a marketing budget. It came from showing up, playing hard, and being just quirky enough to feel real. But this was never just about Sophie. It's about what she represents.
But let me say this. Sophie, who's my one of my favorites now. She's become one of my favorite WNBA players. I'm gonna watch her too, like I watch Caitlin. Look at what she did. And people may not say that this was in response or whatever the case may be, but I feel like Sophie is like, you want to play? We can play.
Mabry.
Like this. Watch out, girl. Oh, you want to fight? Get over here. Let me teach you something.
A shift in what fans actually crave. Not influencers in sneakers, not off-court soap operas dressed up as basketball, but athletes who feel genuine, who grinds, who doesn't need drama to earn their spotlight. Maybe that's why it feels threatening, because it proves the league's been chasing relatable in all the wrong ways.
But nonetheless, she came walking in to the arena yesterday wearing that. There she is right there. Let's just bring this up. Over at Tater Report. There she is right there. Hot girls eat Arby's. I can only imagine, and I have no idea. I would assume this is some kind of sponsorship with Arby's, right? Right there. I don't know. The roast beef sandwich jokes just sort of write themselves at this point.
All it took was a $12 Arby's t-shirt and a grin, and Sophie Cunningham did what the WNBA's last 3 marketing campaigns couldn't. No flashy media rollout, no influencer collab, no dramatic look at me moment.
That when you are good at basketball, you're pretty, and you got grit, those 3 things make you bad to the bone. And I think this is one of it's new trends that's going on in the WNBA, in my personal opinion, is that not only will you be good at basketball, but you also, some of these women will look like women, right? And you still look like dudes.
Just Sophie being herself, and fans ate it up, literally. That one tee pulled more attention, love, and sales than some players with million-dollar PR strategies. The whole narrative flipped. Not because of some pitch meeting, but because people are done with overproduced noise. They want someone real. And while Sophie casually ships another 100,000 t-shirts, Angel Reese is left side-eyeing the silence around her merch rack, wondering what just happened.
Angel Reese, part 54, let's get it! Burn! Lack of awareness combined with a lack of ability to jump, not great! Burn!
Me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow.
Yeah! Again! Do it for me. Me bound! Burn! Okay, new strategy team. Angel, keep doing your part. Everyone else, go rebound her messes! Burn! If she keeps missing layups at this rate, she's gonna be serving buttermilk pancakes at Denny's. Butter? Did somebody say butter? Butter pecan! Burn! At a certain point, you just gotta applaud greatness. A me bound on her back? Are you kidding? Bang! Simon Says, give me another pray-up. How about it? Burn! She really hit under the basket on a layup. Get this girl GPS. Burn! Everybody get up on your feet. It's time to meet and greet the most underpaid athlete. Bang!
Let's get one thing straight. This wasn't luck. Sophie Cunningham didn't just trip into the spotlight because of a fast food shirt. This wasn't a whoops, I went viral moment. It was strategy, wrapped in simplicity. While half the league was busy perfecting TikToks and crafting cryptic tweets, Sophie was playing a different game, one made of roast beef and raw relatability, no stunts, no fake vulnerability, just a slow burn that lit the internet on fire.
Now Sophie Cunningham has a voice out in the public space that she's going to be utilizing quite often, trying to offer counterpoints to some of the narratives that are going on and being pushed by the media. And the physicality was one of those narratives.
Now, the playbook has officially been torn up. And you can sense the scramble some players like Angel Reese's are rushing to keep up. Because suddenly, the rules are different. The old tricks, drama, attitude, curated chaos, aren't working anymore. Realness is trending, and Sophie just flipped the whole script without even trying to make a scene.
Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna be me. I don't go in there trying to predetermine anything. I'm dialed in. I need to focus on hitting my shots, making sure I'm executing the schemes right. I'm not focused on the extracurricular activities. And you know what? During that, it was just part of the game. I think the refs had a lot to do with that. It was a build-up for a couple of years now of them just not protecting, the star player of the WNBA. And so at the end of the day, I'm going to protect my teammates. That's what I do. And I'm a team player, so.
She just shattered the myth that you need chaos, catfights, and clickbait to be relevant. Sophie kept it chill, stayed herself, and now everyone else's whole act they put on, people aren't buying it anymore. It's starting to show. Sophie's not out here freestyling. Every move feels sharp, intentional. The timing, the tone, the way she delivers, it all hits like she's 10 steps ahead. That Arby's shirt? It wasn't just a funny moment. It was a smart, subtle flex that hit harder than half the league's media stunts. While others are out there chasing clout with dance trends and fake beef, Sophie's flipping the formula. She's not chasing moments, she's creating them. And that's got the spotlight-hungry crowd shook.
Well, let's take a look because Arby's saw this and decided that it was a match made in roast beef heaven.
Like, not bad.
Arby's, they weren't dissuaded, obviously, by the little shade that she threw at them there between enjoying her yummy sandwich, saying that she went away, she doesn't have it often for obvious reasons. Well, what are those obvious reasons, Sophie? Anyway, she is now on the Arby's payroll.
Sophie saw the shift before anyone else did. She watched Caitlin Clark pull in fans who didn't even know what a pick and roll was last year. She saw Aaliyah the Enforcer Boston earn respect without a single forced quote, just shutting people up with her game. No hooping, no forced sound bites, no viral stunts.
And so when we first played them, I was like, hey, keep doing your thing. Like, you're doing a great job. If you ever need anything, reach out. And then the All-Star game, we were just having fun. I mean, she was playing, I was having a good time on the sideline, and I kind of told her, I was like, hey, if you ever want to come to Phoenix, let me know. But that one kind of backfired on me. Now I'm here, which is great.
But anyway, shout out to Sophie. She's pretty awesome. I'm gonna be watching her too.
Sophie figured it out early. No sympathy angles, no flashy branding, just showing up with focus, doing the work, and letting consistency do the talking. And that right there, that's what's driving some players crazy, especially Angel Reese, because Sophie didn't have to stir up drama or fake rivalries to get attention. She didn't build her whole image around trying to be the face of the league while praying fans would follow.
Sophie Cunningham letting it all out and not holding back one bit. She calls out the old guard. She calls out the people out there who refuse to say Caitlin Clark is the face of the league. People who would rather say this person and that person. What about her? What about her? No, there is only one face of the WNBA. There's only one person.
In the end, Sophie backing Caitlin isn't the betrayal some are making it out to be. It's strategy, growth, and maybe a little spark of unexpected sisterhood. The game is changing, and so are the alliances. Whether it's love, loyalty, or limelight, the court's getting crowded with more than just players, it's personalities now. And if you ask us, that's where the real game begins. Whose side are you on? Team Sophie or the other bench? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more takes that go beyond the buzzer.